Hello, and welcome to my podcast, Moving and Listening. In this podcast, you will find two things. Number one, guided movement sessions, and number two, a talking format. The movement sessions will have always two parts. At the beginning, just a few minutes, something for you to arrive, a grounding. And then something not longer than 10 minutes I call floating, where I will guide you through that you can get into motion and, if you want, even into bigger movements in space. The talking format will be just me talking, or together with someone I will invite about something I'm interested in or what is on my mind and could be interesting for you as well. There will be episodes in German and in English. You will find the indication in each episode's title. My name is Mathis Kleinschüttger. I'm a dancer and choreographer, coach and trainer, and also the developer of embodied communication practice. Enjoy! Before you start, for the first part of grounding, you will only need a spot where you can stand or sit. And if you want to continue with the floating part, you should make some space around you for bigger movements. So clear the floor from chairs, objects, or other possible traps. And better, no low-hanging lamps above you. Great, let's start. Grounding. You can do this standing or sitting. Just find a comfortable position for yourself. And when you found it, just close your eyes. And then take your left hand grab your left hand with your right hand and imagine you've never seen your left hand before. And start touching and feeling your left hand. First start with the surface, like the skin. Like, how does it feel? Are there temperature differences in different areas of this left hand? Then also notice where are the bony bits, where are the fleshy parts, where is it more hard, more soft, more lengthy, more chunky. Just observe as if you just explore and discover this hand the first time just by touch without seeing it. And then you change the hand. So you take your left hand to touch and feel your right hand, and you do the same thing. You start with the surface, the maybe different textures of skin in different areas of the hand, temperature differences, maybe soft parts and less soft parts. And then you also check out where the bony bits, where the joints, where the fleshy parts. Can you feel the tendons, the ligaments in comparison? And again, it's the first time you touch this and discover it. And just take another moment to finish your exploration. And then let your right hand go. Open your eyes. Look at your hands. First on the outsides. Look at your finger, the color, the structure, the texture. Then turn them around, look into your palms, the lines, the color differences. And then just shake your hands gently and let them go. And we do the floating. So take a little warm up by circling all your joints. So we start with our shoulders, just roll them to the back, but do it slowly so your muscles really have to work and get a bit warm. Exactly. And do the circles really big. 1, 2 more. And then you change direction, roll your shoulders to the front, from the back to the front. Again, really slow and big rolls. Yeah, great. Okay, then do soft fists and circle your hands in your wrist joints. Same time, like you can do this simultaneously, right and left. Yeah. And change the direction of the circles. And if you hear some cracking, some popping, that's okay. If you go slow, it's not a problem. Okay. Then take your feet a tiny bit more apart and do a slow but very big hip circle. Classic hip circle. Yeah, around the vertical axis. Around the spine. Great. Also here, change direction. Good. Then close your feet so that they touch each other and also your knees are together. Then bend your knees, put your hands on your knees and circle with the knees in one direction. You have to also loosen up your ankles, so your feet also might move a bit to the right and the left. That's very good, so they also can be mobilized already a bit. Great. And then also here, change the direction of the circle to the left or the other side of what you did before. Great. Okay. Then gently shake your arms and your legs, hands and feet a bit. And if you have the feeling you would need a little more warm-up also for your muscles, then just take a moment, do push-ups or plank position or running on the spot or something like this. So you just press pause and then you come back to the floating part here. Okay, so actually just lift your arms a bit and go for a very silly image of that you're a bird or an airplane or something which can fly. So your arms lift off and just move a little bit around through space with this very simple image. Great. And maybe you can feel, or in your imagination, think you can feel the wind under your wings, like under your armpits. So stay with this image of there's wind under your arms, your wings, and let them just a bit more floaty, more loose. They don't have to be stretched or very long. They also can change their shape in all kinds of direction. The only thing I would ask you to is to keep the arms in the air. Even if they're moving around in different directions and they can be very flexible and soft, keep this feeling of air under your armpits. Great. Amazing. And maybe you want also to fly backwards. So don't forget the space behind you. And take little steps as you need if you're a bit insecure first. And then after a while you will realize it's fine, you know the space, you can also fly backwards. And maybe the same thing also that you're able to do it sideways to either side. And then play around with this idea of maybe the air you're flying through also has some wind and sometimes even has a tiny little stormy whirl or something. So it pushes you in one direction and then from another direction comes a little whirl across you. So just play this with this idea of that you can change the direction constantly. And sometimes it's surprising. Sometimes you take a clear decision. I want to fly to this direction, but then maybe there comes a whirl and it pushes me in the other direction. And so this flying or being in the air idea, just also see how this quality also transforms in your body, that you have a feeling that your body is also light and airy, and it can be moved by the wind from right to left and front to back and up and down. Also, maybe there's a wind which pushes you more to the ground. You might even kneel down or go to the floor. And you can decide how strong you want to do this. If it's very soft or sometimes also very quick. Try to change these dynamics also. Let yourself be surprised. Don't have the idea you need to take each decision. If there's wind around you, then the wind will guide you and sometimes push you or pull you. And in the same time, the air around you in the room is something you're also manipulating and guiding and pushing through your movement. When your body moves to one side, you move the air in between you and the wall you're traveling towards in a different direction. So go to this image of air, which is moving you, and you move the air. Amazing. And allow yourself to go in all kinds of direction. Sometimes more also to the floor, which usually we don't do very often. We usually stand a lot and walk a lot. So maybe, or there's a sofa on the way and you move through the sofa by sitting and rolling on and going by and moving on. And keep using this image of the air, which is very light. And imagine even stronger that also your whole body is just made of air. So it's really light and soft. And everything is very easy to move and to be moved. And your arms are still floating around because there's air also under your armpits. And there's air in your joints, so they also can really move in all directions. And don't forget that also behind you is a space you want to maybe move towards. And maybe your arms are floating above your head towards the ceiling. And your legs also want to explore not only everything which is in front of you, but also what is behind you and beside you. So let the body surprise you to move in all kinds of directions. And it can be quite soft and slow, but sometimes maybe it gets quite quick and dynamic. And just let this game happen, that these dynamics can change either by your choice or you're surprised because your body just does it. And as you're moving, your body anyway is in motion already, so one movement leads to the next. So after a while, actually, you hopefully realize you don't need to take constantly decisions. Just let the body roll and flow, and it will just move from one to the next. And when your leg is moving, the other has to follow, and so on. You don't need to decide anything anymore. Just let it happen. And if it helps you keep this image of the air, your body is filled of air and made of air, and around is air, and your movements are manipulating the air around you, and in the same time, the air around you is also manipulating or guiding you. Very good. And then I will count from 10 to 0, and I would like you to go now one last time in quite a dynamic, strong motion, and then steady, step by step. When I count from 10 to 0, you will slowly, step by step, slow down so that on the 0, you will come to a stillness. But right now, you're still in a very energetic motion. Okay, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, just stay where you are. Observe your breathing, which is maybe quite quick and maybe a bit heavy right now, but it will calm down. And if you're not standing already, get back into a standing position. Position your feet that there is this 1 foot in between the 2 feet as a distance, and relax your knees, that you're not fully stretched in your knees, so that your sacrum and your lower spine can really hang down. And in the same time, realize the crown of your head, the top of your head, which is kind of connected to the ceiling. In the same time, your hips, your pelvis is just hanging down loosely. Your knees are relaxed. And then take one last deep breathing in and out. And that's it.